It felt like a movie. Blue canvas, stamped with Netflix logos, 70,000 fans in Allegiant Stadium, 2 legends stepping into the ring. Man, I will never forget it, man. Last night, Terence "Bud" Crawford, he didn't just fight. He was a superstar. He starred, directed, and authored the most compelling boxing masterpiece of all time. I'm gonna say the best masterpiece of his career, and what we witnessed is not only gonna go down as boxing's greatest upset, but this is gonna be the purest work of art that I have ever seen. Terence "Bud" Crawford solidified, stamped his name where it's not debatable, nobody can argue it. Certified GOAT energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's talk about it. Hey, look, this was supposed to be a moment, but this was not just any moment. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the smaller guy, he was stepping up from welterweight. Now remember, he didn't start off at welterweight. He moved up. You understand what I'm saying? He moved into the land of giants after he left welterweight. It's crazy to see this guy move how he moved, but anyway, super middleweight, Terence "Bud" Crawford. He walked into a land where King Canelo Alvarez had ruled for a substantial amount of time. So many different experts. They said Crawford, he was too small. Crawford, he too light. Crawford, it's too late. He like 38. On paper, this was supposed to be a normal night for Canelo Alvarez. But I'm telling you, man, Terence "Bud" Crawford did not get the message that he wasn't supposed to win. First round, Terence "Bud" Crawford, he gave up the center of the ring. I said, oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Look, he was playing Matador. Canelo was the bull. Then what was crazy, Canelo walked out doing what Canelo do. Terence "Bud" Crawford walked out, but he was desperado. He had the desperado guitar and everything. I was like, oh man, this gonna be, oh my God, man. When he came out with the fishnets and Eminem singing "You Only Got One Shot," I said, oh my God, my boy is in trouble, because my boy Bud might just put it on him. I don't know what's gonna happen. But anyway, pushing the Canelo. To the casual fan eyes, it just looked uneventful. But if you are a boxing purist and you love the art of hitting and not getting hit, you were smiling from ear to ear. Oh my God, a jab here, a jab there. When I tell you, Bud Crawford is a monster. He is the monster that everybody has said that he was. I remember in the eighth round, Canelo tried to give Bud Crawford a pound with his glove. Bud didn't even touch his glove. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man. Terence "Bud" Crawford, he was poised. He had patience. He had a calm demeanor. He was like, look, he was basically telling Canelo, look, man, I'm the smaller guy, but I'm not afraid of you. I am comfortable doing what I do. It's supposed to be your house, but no. This right here is my house. From my perspective, Terence "Bud" Crawford dominated Canelo Alvarez almost all of the rounds. Even though the judges tried to do what the judges do, they try to put that seasoning on it. You feel what I'm saying? But Terence "Bud" Crawford, he made it where it was undeniable. Now, one of the key parts of the fight came in round 9. It was an accidental headbutt, right? And opened up a cut over Terence Crawford's right eye. And when I tell you, it seemed like the energy changed. Everything was tense. And I'm telling you, man, Crawford, you could see the frustration and the anger in his face. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, oh boy, I don't know what's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Look, when I tell you Terence Bud Crawford, he did everything that you are supposed to do. It was the perfect night for him. He was circling Canelo. He was counterpunching Canelo. He reminded the entire world that he is great. His greatness was not defined by just this one fight with another fighter that is one of my favorite fighters. Because 2 of my favorite fighters is Bud and Spence. So that's just how it was. So I was hurt when I saw them fighting each other. You know, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, Terence Bud Crawford, he showed the entire world. He shook up the entire world. You gotta understand this, man. Rounds 11 and 12, oh my God. It was one of the greatest stories I ever seen in my life. Just like any great story, it demands like a climax. You feel what I'm saying? 11th round. Terence Crawford, he was surging, man. He was outpacing Canelo, and Canelo, he looked bigger, he looked stronger, but man. 12th round, Terence Bud Crawford was standing toe-to-toe with Canelo Alvarez. He was bold, he was fearless, he was, I don't give up. You not gonna get it off on me. He was out-punching Canelo in the center of the ring. When I tell you those final exchanges between Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, oh my God, they were crazy. Canelo, when he's losing, this is one thing I noticed, even with Bivol, one of the things he do when when you're getting the best of him, he do that look away or that wipe his face with his glove type thing. You got what I'm saying? Woo, I just knew he was losing. When I saw that, I said, oh my God. Did he just do the step back, walk away, look away type of thing? I said, oh man. I seen Terence Bud Crawford smash Canelo Alvarez's face with the uppercut. Man, Canelo looked like it was a bad night. Now, what was crazy is that Bud Crawford is the smaller guy, but he became the giant this night, and he dethroned a king in his own castle. You hear what I'm saying? Look, man, the legacy of Terence Bud Crawford, he's a legend right now. Legendary. I don't think this is ever gonna happen. He is the first male to be 3 times undisputed in any era that I can think of right now as I'm looking through my mind. Look, man, 3 times undisputed in this 4-belt era as a male. It's only him and Clarissa Shields that has done that. Now, I was very angry because I saw the scorecards. It was like 115 to 113 twice and 116 to 112. I was like, what in the world? I couldn't believe it. There's no way anyone who looked at that match with their physical eyes would score it that way. I don't know what the judges were looking at, but Terence Bud Crawford emerged victorious, and he was supposed to emerge victorious on every single level. He outboxed, outshined Canelo Alvarez. He never let Canelo Alvarez get the best of him. And even in even exchanges, Terence Bud Crawford had to get his get back instantaneously. Now he moving up, 42 wins, no losses, 31 knockouts, a 4-division champion who conquered one of the most dominant fighters in history. Nobody thought it was possible, except on my channel, because I said it. You feel what I'm saying? There was a couple of people who sprinkled that it was possible for Bud to do it. Go back and look at my channel way before everybody was saying this about Bud. You got what I'm saying? But this was not just another win. This was legacy. This was Crawford taking the Netflix stage. And he basically said, look, this is where I belong. And I'm supposed to be here forever. I want this forever. Now, at the post-fight interview, he was getting spoken to by Max Kellerman. Now, Max Kellerman floated that R word that all fighters do not want to think about, retirement. Because realistically, what does he need to prove next? What can possibly follow the master class, the masterpiece, this master movie of Terence Bud Crawford defeating a defending champion by the name of Saul Canelo Alvarez? Completely dominated him in every way. He cemented his legacy. He is immortal in boxing history right now. So whether he retires, whether he fights on, I don't care. One thing I will say is this. Boxing fans all around the world, you witness something that you will never ever see again in your lifetime. We didn't just watch a fight. You watched history in the making. You watched a miracle man performing a miracle. Terence Bud Crawford, he's not just a fighter, man. He is a living masterpiece. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this is what I want to think about. Terence Bud Crawford, if he ends it all right now, this was the perfect ending, man. This was the perfect ending. What can you do next? What do you think he should do next? Drop your thoughts in the comments section. You feel what I'm saying? Keep that conversation alive. It's crazy. Canelo, Crawford is undisputed. Crazy.